guys. Okay, I'm just here with a craft with me. I'm just bringing you guys along while I finish off these little calendar, not journals, little calendars. Yeah, so just to recap, this is a kit that I'm using from Kerr at Happiness in Crafting. This was my design team project for November. But yeah, so I have already cut them out and backed them, and then I've just finished scoring them. Now I'm going to glue all the calendars on before folding them and gluing them together. So yeah, like I said, I just figured I'd bring you guys along with me. I've got other stuff on the go at the same time. I'm in full on craft fair make mode because I had stuff prepared already. I had loads of it prepared already. I have done a few videos on it previously, and I did a live. I actually went live on here on YouTube whilst I was doing it. Whilst I was doing some of them. And yes, I was doing notelets made with a kit by Tracy Rulton Fox at Tracy Fox Creative. Cut them all out and everything, scored them, and I was doing that live, and then I stupidly left a glass of water on here, and I left them piled up here on the desk because I wasn't quite finished. And then overnight I left them, and when I came back in the morning, realised the cats had been in playing zoomies and chasing each other and knocked the whole glass of water all over everything. It is all completely ruined. So, well, they're not too bad, but yeah, it's all completely ruined. So I can't use them. Not for this project, and well, not for the craft fair anyway. So I am absolutely gutted. So what I also did was, yesterday I decided, let's have a look at trying to find alternatives to do, because I can't print those out and get them all done again in time, mainly because my printer's been a pain in the backside, and after every two or three prints, it decides the printer heads need cleaning. It prints lines on everything. Yeah, so anyway, I remembered that last year G, again at Happiness in Crafting, did some Christmas decorations from her Friday freebies. So I found them in my files last night, and I cut those out, printed them off with lines, and I sat watching Jurassic World Dominion on the computer, and I cut them all out. There's one there with bells, and then I found another one. This wasn't a Christmas one, but I figured we could probably do the same. These are just hearts, and there was a lot of hearts on one sheet, so I printed a few sheets of each and cut them all out, and then I've got some extras, dinky ones left there for later on for other crafts. Yeah, so I will do a video on putting those together next after this one. But as I said, today is just a bit of a boring one really, because all I'm doing today is just gluing these on here, and just figured I'd chat to you guys whilst doing so. So yeah, to say I was extremely disappointed and very angry was an understatement, but you know, at the same time, I guess it was my fault for leaving a glass of water in here, but you know, they know they're not allowed in here. The screen was closed. I have a screen that partitions my room off from the living room, and it was closed, so I know the cats, but you know, they know they're not allowed in here when the screen's closed. But hey ho, they came in anyway, because Koda, the little kitten who was crafting with me the other day, when I was doing these videos, yeah, he can actually still fit underneath the screen. There's a gap underneath the screen, and he can actually still fit underneath it. Kit can't, but the kitten can. So he comes in and he taunts Kit from the inside, poking his feet under, and they end up scrapping underneath the screen. And as they're doing that, Koda then actually pushing and pulling with the paws and everything, and Koda ends up pulling the screen door open. So then Kit can get in. So then, yeah, zoomies and play fighting ensues and running around like lunatics, and yeah, resulted in my glass of water being tipped over all my stuff. So yes, I was extremely angry and felt like I was going to cry, but you know, it's one of them things, the joys of having a cat, or cats, especially black ones. What is it with black cats? They're troublemakers. It's not surprising they say they've got 9 lives. Not 9 lives, sorry. It's not surprising they say that they're bad luck. Although I think these two are pretty much on their last life right now. All the trouble they get up to. Kit especially, because he likes to scale the backyard fence. And he runs off across the road. There's 2 main schools across the road from us. And yeah, he likes to run across the road and go and play in the school fields. But he never looks where he's going as he's running across the road. He's a blooming idiot. One of these days he's bound to get himself run over, I'm sure of it. But anyway, I know cats have good instincts and what have you, so I'll just trust that he knows what he's doing. But yeah. Koda is yet to try scaling the fence. He could if he tried, I know he could. But he hasn't tried yet. He sits there in the yard and he watches Minxy climb up the gate. She's older than Kit, she's a lot older. So she doesn't try to scale the fence like he does. I mean, he scales, he just jumps from the floor to the fence, to the top of the fence, like a 6-foot fence. Or maybe higher, not sure, 6 or 7 foot, whatever. But she climbs up the gate instead, because she's worked out that on the gate, obviously you've got the gate, and then there's a bar in the middle, and then there's one at the top that way, and one goes that way, one in the middle. So she climbs up the crossbars on the gate, on the gate instead of scaling the actual fence. That's too much hard work for her, and I don't blame her either. I mean, I think she's about 13-year-old. 11 or 12 or 13-year-old, something like that. Hey, that didn't go on straight. So yeah, I don't blame her for finding an easier route, but I watched Koda watching her thinking, any minute he's going to follow, he's going to try doing what she's doing, but he doesn't. But he's so funny. I mean, he's only 7-month-old now, but he's so funny because as soon as either one of them goes over the fence, he comes in and he tells me. He comes in making chirping noises and gets me to follow him outside, and then he just goes and sits looking at the fence and meowing. Like, they've left me, Mum. It's funny. But yeah, so anyway, not a lot going on here, guys. I just wanted to do a video because I don't have much content going on on the channel at the moment, because I've just been so busy doing these. And now I'm busy redoing them. I am leaving a gap so I can pop extra decorations on, or words or something on there. Embellishments, that's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, like I said, I'm just basically a little bit of a filler video, really. Between other projects. And then soon, the channel will probably go quiet. Again, I know, because this whole studio is getting demolished. Like, not demolished, knocked down, demolished, but I am not happy with the way it is, the layout of it. You know, it suited my needs at one point, but now it doesn't. So, and I have come to that dreaded conclusion that I have way too much stuff. You know, as a crafter, we never have too much stuff, but sooner or later you've got to admit the fact that you've got too much stuff. So the whole room is getting, I mean the whole room is in my desk, because it's all built in. My desk and my shelves is all built in. To this side of the room anyway. It's all coming down and it's all going. Well, it's not, it's going in the shed actually, because it's really good wood, so I could use it for shelving or something at some other point in time. But it's all coming down and I'm redoing. So, but to do that, Like I said, everything has to come down because it's all built into each other. So the shelves got to come down, then the desk's got to come down. Yeah. So this room basically needs completely emptying first before I do any of that. The whole room needs emptying. So there can't be anything at all in here, craft-wise. And so it's all going to end up upstairs in my bedroom. And, oh, yeah, this is just going to be a nightmare. Okay, so let me get my crocodile out and punch this. Punch the holes in these before I put the calendar parts on, and then we know what's what. Okay, so I used coloured eyelets for these ones last time, so I may do that again, but for the time being I'm just going to punch the holes first. And I'm not going to punch my finger this time. Yes, last time I did this, as I was punching the hole there, I had my finger in that bit there, which is the bit that sets the eyelets. So of course when I punch down for the whole bit to punch, that closes at the same time, and I had my finger in there. So yes, I was not happy because that hurt very, very much. So now when G did these on her video, she didn't put just one hole there, she put one there and put a ribbon and some chain on it. But I'm not doing it that way, I'm gonna do it this way. Because I like how the other one looks. This one's fairly easy, there's already holes, like guidelines there for me to punch the holes into, which is cool. I can just use them, that are 4 rivets. Okay, so pop the calendars on here now, and then this is fairly easy, just centralising it. I'm just using some Tombow glue here. It's not brilliant, but it'll do. I'm not doing anything with it immediately, so it's got plenty of time to sit and dry. It's good enough. All my glues have clogged up at the moment because I'm not in here much at the moment, so they've clogged up a bit. I need to add some acetone to my 3-in-1. My art glitter glue needs unclogging. I haven't used it for a while. Not art glitter glue. Anita's tacky glue needs unclogging. I don't have art glitter glue, I've run out and I can't get hold of any. I had a sickening thought then I'd put that on upside down, which wouldn't surprise me. Yes, so nothing very exciting going on here at the moment, guys. But I was doing this anyway, so I figured let's bring you guys along for 10-20 minutes or so. It's been 14 minutes now, so yes, and this is actually the calendar that comes with the kit. It comes on 2 sheets. You get first 6 months, January to July on one sheet, and then August to December on the other sheet, and you cut them out and then you glue them together and you make your own little calendar block like so, which is great. But I decided I'm not doing that for the craft fair because that's too much hard work and too much cutting out on my hands, so I bought some calendar blocks from Amazon. Ready-made. So much simpler. So yes, a nice little cheat, a hack, cheat, whatever you want to call it, workaround. Alright. I like using this Tombow glue as well because it's like PVA glue, so it when you get it on, it gives you time to move it around, whereas like glitter glue and Fabri-Tac sticks almost immediately. So, and these have like a shiny backing on them. It's almost glossy. So when you put the glue on this, it's slippery, so it moves around really easily. So if you get it on and it's not quite right, you can move it. And as you saw with the other one where I glued it not straight, you can quickly peel it off and put it back on, reposition it before the glue dries without ripping anything. Might not have done it if the backing was paper, but because it's like a glossy, it's really good. It lets you move it around. So, yes. I have a little project to do as well. If I can get the hang of the folding the paper, I have a little project to do where I might be able to make something to replace the notelet sets that I was going to make. Do you know, the even spilt water on the actual finished notelet set that I did? I was just absolutely mortified. Oops. Yeah, so I can't even take that and use that. So, anyway. It is the 22nd of November today. The craft fair is on the 3rd of December, so we don't have long. And I'm slightly panicking. Okay, one more to do, guys. Awesome. Got a couple of different things. Yeah, as I was saying anyway, to replace them, I have a project that I want to do, but like I said, I need to get used to the where the paper folds first. I can't seem to get it right because it's kind of like origami style, but if I can get it to work, it's going to be really smart and it'll make great little craft fair gifts. Well, Christmas gifts for the craft fair, which is awesome. Yeah, so hopefully I can get that going. Get that to work, should I say. But I also have a video I want to do with you guys on my paper bag journals that I used to make quite a lot of. I've got this one here, which will probably make no sense to you guys whatsoever. Let me just move that out of the way, that's glaring and it's annoying me. Whoa! Oh, my basket nearly fell off. Excuse me, this is my prototype journal, paper bag journal. And it's got all the measurements in of the papers. So I know what this means. But to you guys, you'll be like, what? And then I've done one there where it's not actually in the journal. It is just loose. But like I said, it makes total sense to me. I know because I make these a lot. Or I used to anyway. These used to be, when I first started doing this, paper crafting, these used to be one of my favourite things to make. When it's done, this is what it's like. And I've used Christmas paper to decorate. I still need to do the back actually, I forgot about that. Normally I do the inside and the outside on the back so that it all carries through. But I haven't done that, I forgot. Yeah, so it's just a paper bag folded in half and you've got your pocket there. And then you've got plain page, side tuck page, plain page, pocket page, plain page, another side tuck, a plain page, and then you've got the double pocket in the middle. This one I've actually sewn in by hand with the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. On the other ones that I did before, the ones I used to do, I just sewed down them with the sewing machine. And then it's duplicated on the back, so you've got your side tuck, plain page, pocket page, plain page, another side pocket page, plain page, and there you go. And then obviously, like I said, normally I would put the paper on the back, I've got several different rolls of wrapping paper that I'm going to make some more of these journals with and decorate them all differently, but this is going to be the layout for all of them. So I just wanted to do one on camera with you. And the cut-offs from the plain pages, it's basically just an A4 sheet of paper. It's so easy to do. But yeah, so these are the cut-offs from the plain pages, from the plain pages. So what I did there, cut that off, so you've got them. The full page, the pocket page is a full page flipped, lifted up, folded up. So this bit here is this bit cut off the plain pages because I didn't need that. Okay, so and then all I did with that was just turn them into another little notebook, put some wrapping paper on top, and then I used some wrapping paper and glued a calendar block onto it to give a little calendar, but this needs to be thicker. It's not quite thick enough for my liking. I mean, it is just wrapping paper folded in half, and I've folded this up a couple of times and put it in, but it needs something a bit thicker in there for my liking. It feels a bit flimsy. It's okay actually, but to me it feels a bit flimsy. So hello, Koda. But yeah, and then we put them in these plastic bags, which they don't actually fit in properly. They do poke out the top, but that's fine. I bet I can't get it back in now without refolding it. Oh, yep, managed. They are slightly wider, so they're not tall enough, so I haven't took the sticky bit off. They poke out the top, which is fine, but then there's a bit extra, just fold it over and added some washi tape to that. So you get you get the journal, the notepad, and you will get a matching calendar block for you to do what you want with. I mean, I haven't put it in anywhere. Someone might want to glue it in, or they might want to just tuck it in the pocket or something, but you're going to get that as a set. So like I said, I've got several more of them to make up, and I will bring you guys along with me for that process. Okay guys, sorry I need to take this call. Okay, maybe not need to take that call because it was just a spam call, but it didn't flash up as spam. They're getting clever these days, aren't they? Getting craftier these days at hiding numbers and stuff, aren't they? Right, I'm not going to bring you guys along with me to put all the eyelets and the twine and stuff in these because I've done this already on a video. These I will just quickly show you now that... Oh, that is not straight at all. Never mind. Yeah, now that I've done this, I will just quickly show you that all we do with these now is fold it down there and glue. That's it. We just glue. But before I do that, I'm not going to do that yet, because before I do that, I'm going to do some decorating on them like I did with this one. And it's easier to do it when it's flat instead of when it's folded up. So, like I said, I won't bring you guys along with me for that. So, but there we go. Oh, nice little bundle of stuff there. One of each design and one of each calendar. You get 9 different designs, as you can see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different designs. Will you stop eating my phone wire? Stop eating the charger. Yeah, so you've got 9 different designs. And the same in them sets and in that style. And the same with these. Same style, but 9 different designs, and they're the same as these, just in the fold table desk calendar style. Okay, so happy days. So at least I've got a nice bundle of those to take with me. I'll have like 18 of those to take with me and pop on the stall. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you guys. It's been... I don't know, probably about 15, maybe 20 minutes, something like that. Thank you for coming along with me, guys. As I said, stay tuned. I will show how these are made. I will show you how I make my paper bag journals. And hopefully the other one, if I can get the folding right, because it's origami style, that is a really neat little project. So fingers crossed I can get that going properly. And then I will show you those too. So yay! So I will love you and leave you guys. I hope you all have a lovely day. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all again soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care. Bye!